Barbara, hey, I was just about to call you. Come on in. Thank you. You know, I just put Eliza down, but if you'd like to go upstairs and take a peek at her.
Well, I'd love that, but why don't you and I have a little visit first? You were going to call me?
Yeah, I even went by your place earlier.
Well, I was over at Fairwinds with Paul. He's doing much better, don't you think?
I'm not so sure about that.
I thought the two of you were bonding over the baby.
Is that what he said?
Honey, what's going on? Talk to me, Meg.
I love him so much.
Well, that's really good news because he loves you.
But I can't be with him, Barbara. I can't. And I keep trying to get him to understand that, to believe him. I divorced him.
But if you love him, don't you think he's picking up on that?
That's why I need you to talk to him, Barbara. I need you to get him to understand that our marriage is really over.
What's wrong with your wife?
Nothing wrong with my wife. She's perfect. What's wrong with you?
I thought you said Meg was a nice person.
She is a nice person.
When Dusty first told me, I was hurt. But then I realized he was ruining his own life, not just mine. And if Meg is supposed to be this perfect person, then why can't she realize that marrying her is the worst thing he could possibly do right now? It's like he's trying to punish himself, that he doesn't want himself to be happy. I could make him happy.
Josie, back up
I love him, and I think that if he just would let himself, he would love me too.
What are you talking about, Meg marrying Dusty?
He proposed to her.
No. I just talked to Meg. She didn't say anything about that.
Well, I was just with Dusty a few minutes ago, and he told me himself.
He's lying.
Why would he do that?
Because Meg is not going to be with Dusty. She's coming back to me. We're finally going to be a family.
Well, I just saw them hugging. She had the baby with her.
Well, Dusty proposed, but that doesn't mean that Meg said yes.
Not yet, but he thinks she's going to.
No, you're wrong. Meg is my wife. She'll never belong to anyone else.
You need to go to Paul.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. Go to him, talk to him. He will listen to you. He'll do anything that you want. I'll stay here with Eliza.
I can't.
Why not? Because you're afraid that he's going to convince you to move back in?
I'm afraid of what I'll see. He hasn't recovered, Barbara, not completely.
Yes, he has. All of his doctors concur on that.
He's my husband. I don't need anyone to tell me how he is. You know, sometimes he gets this look. Like he'll do anything to keep me with him. Anything.
Honey, what you're feeling is not anger or aggression. It's fear. He knows that he pushed things with you today. He's very sorry about that.
He told you that?
Yes, he did. And also that he respects the fact that you need distance and time.
I just can't never go back to him, Barbara.
And you can't blame him for hoping that that's not true. I understand that Paul has frightened you in the past, but what else do you feel for him?
Love. I feel love.
You have Paul's love. So it's only a matter of time before he can earn your trust. Think it over, okay?
What are you doing?
Go talk to Dusty.
No, you can't.
The hell I can. Tell him to stay the hell away from my wife.
Paul, she's not your wife anymore.
You mind your own business.
What do you think is going to happen if you go get in a fight with Dusty? That Meg's going to come back to you? She's going to go running into Dusty's arms. Then work with that. And get it right or you're going to lose her.
Paul? Josie, what are you doing here? Where's Paul?
He went to see Meg.
What? I just came from there.
Why?
Because I was trying to undo the damage that he did. I thought he understood that he had to be patient. Paul, do not speak to Meg until you talk to me. Call me back. I mean it. This is your mother. Just when I thought that I convinced Meg to give Paul another chance.
Well, while you were convincing Meg, did she mention that she's thinking about marrying Dusty?
What?
I'm thinking patience might not be the way for Paul to go this time.
Well, this is a surprise. Barbara was just here. Did she call you?
She works fast. I'll give her that.
Ah, so you knew she was coming to plead your case.
Yeah, I asked her to. I felt bad. I shouldn't have kissed you. I thought Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I misread the signals.
Maybe you didn't.
So you still have feelings for me?
We're attracted to each other, Paul. And even though I can't be married to you, I can't change what I feel for you. I don't blame you for picking up on that.
Okay. I'm just wondering where we go from here.
Yeah, me too.
I'd really like for you to think about moving back into Fairwinds. You could have your own wing if you want, your own staff, whatever you want. And that way we can share our life together with our child. And at this point, that's all I'm asking you for.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay.
But we both know that won't work.
Why not?
Because every time I give in my feelings to you, things fall apart. And you won't be able to honor an arrangement like that.
I could. I would do anything for you.
It would be too difficult for both of us. I mean, we'd have a weak moment, and then we'd both give in, and then all the complications would start all over again. I can't do that.
Okay. Is Eliza still sleeping?
Yeah, you could go up and see her if you want.
So you can't have an arrangement like that with me, but you can have one like that with Dusty. You can move in with Dusty. You can share my daughter's life with Dusty. You can marry him. What happens if you have a weak moment with him, huh? Are you going to control yourself then, or will you just give in?
To leave right now.
I'm going to go see Eliza.
I changed my mind. I don't want you.
I thought you were never going to keep me from my child.
And I thought you meant that sincere speech about us being together as a family and giving me my space and being patient.
Every word.
You just don't want me to end up with Dusty.
You don't belong with Dusty. You belong with me. You and Eliza belong with me.
You need to leave.
You love me.
Right now.
You can't deny that.
I never denied that. You just keep proving to me that I can't live with you.
Yeah, well, you can't live without me either. That's never gonna change.
I sent Josie home, but I want to know what happened with
Well, I
her.
almost had her, you know. I was so close I could feel it. And then I said something stupid, and, everything kind of fell apart. The walls went right back up.
You need to back off.
Oh, no, Mom. The fact that I got so close just proves my point. Meg says we're done, but she will never be done with me. You okay? Meg.
If you still want to do this, I'll marry you.
Next week on As the World Turns.
It's just you and me.
Come on, Case.
It's Emily, isn't it?
You're gonna hire me to go after Casey. No, not go after him, to catch him.
Are you ready for me to make an honest woman out of you? We got married. Meg's my wife.